I'm the Fez dealer.
And my name is Ada Lisa, and this is our shop, Casa de Fez. And today, we're going to be talking about what we normally talk about, just regular entrepreneurship.
Regular, smegular.
We met with a client today so we can rent out our tables and chairs. That was an interesting experience.
It was.
We also brought our son along for the ride.
He made some money too.
He was excited about that. The purpose of us bringing our son around often is to show him different ways of making money.
Yeah, for sure. Other than a job.
And also how you can work for yourself.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like Nazir wants to emulate you, but in his own way. Because he's his own man.
Because he's like, yeah, man, that's the way y'all old folks do it, but this is the way I'm doing it.
The funniest shit with Nazir is trying to... my son is so prideful, and I wonder who he gets that from, and he knows everything, and he's the smartest person in the room. So when you're trying to school him on something, I always think it's funny when he's like, oh, but it could be done this way. And we looking at him like, bro, what experience and resume do you have?
Yeah.
He gets that from you.
For sure.
Mad prideful.
Yeah, he knows everything.
Right?
Yeah, he won't be like, oh, I don't know. I know. He knows.
Our son has taken an interest in fashion, and he is now developing his own brand. So that is new to come to Casa de Fez too.
Yep.
Do you feel like you fuck with his brand?
I rubbed off on him.
No, for sure.
But
honestly, like if it was whack, you would have told him.
I told him he was whack in basketball, so
I
would tell him.
We can't talk about the basketball games because we both play basketball, so we take basketball real serious.
Yep.
And
we coached. We took a team that was
to championships.
So
put some respect on our names.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. How influential basketball was for us.
For sure.
It was like I played basketball, he played basketball. That's how we met.
Mm-hmm.
We met actually on the basketball court. So talk about loving basketball. Back to his brand.
I like it. I like what he's doing. I think he's being creative, and he's making something that other kids would like to wear for sure. Because he's got his own sense of fashion, and like how I could see it like being a hit with kids his age for sure. And that's gonna be his target audience anyway. So.
And trying to teach him about target audiences and niche and who are the people that you're selling to. He's looking at us like we crazy.
Yeah.
But it's so important for him to understand that, because a lot of kids these days, they want to put out brands because it's like the trendy thing to do, but they don't understand everything that kind of goes into developing a brand. Right. And so I told him, like, marketing wise, like, so are you going to be the face of this? Like, who is? Because if you're not the face of your brand and you're not somebody who's social, you're not somebody who wants to show their face, you better have some ill-ass marketing skills when it comes to marketing your products. Like, you better be intriguing. At least your content better be up to date. And when people buy into a brand...
They mostly buy into personalities.
Yes, they want to be able to trust you. So this is something that we're trying to break down to our son, and he's like, I know better. So it's interesting to see that, but it's also dope to see like how we have like rubbed off on him, because it ain't just you, boo.
Nah, it's true. Obviously, he got two bottom parents.
Nah, for sure. I can't say sweet 16 because he's like,
16th birthday.
He's like, Mom, it ain't sweet.
Together.
Yeah, I'm super proud of him. He's been through, as what I could say is like raising teenagers is no easy task. Especially they have phones, they accessible to shit that we weren't growing up. They are hip to shit, and they're more mature because they're subjected to too much more. But I feel like we're more mature, like streetwise.
Yeah, for sure. Because I tell them all the time, I'm like, yo, I come from having to do my homework in the library.
They don't know.
Having to do your book report and everything, you have to go to the library.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know the struggle. They don't.
You had no Google.
There was no search engines.
YouTube, no search, nothing. There was library across the street. Go or after school, pick out some books and get your study on.
Yeah.
Unless you was lucky enough to have like encyclopedias in your house or something.
I definitely had some dusty encyclopedias in my house. For sure.
Your parents don't want to get rid of them because they're whatever.
I feel like my mom still has like encyclopedias somewhere in her library.
She got some somewhere. A few
and every time you tell her to throw it out,
she's
looking at you like you got two heads. But yeah, that's the way that's the way we got information growing up. Like, we are millennials, so I feel like we were the last age that was actually outside playing. we were socializing. So I feel like millennials, we don't have a problem being hip with the communication. We don't have a problem like grinding. We don't have a problem hustling. Not saying all you Gen X's but I just feel like with us, like we're a happy medium.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause we know technology. We were around, like I was, maybe 16 when I feel like I had my first computer, and we were AOLing and AIM and all that shit. That wind up shit,
Yeah, you hear it's like oh man, they don't know about that.
The struggle be real.
We was around when the internet first started.
I know, bro. That makes us old.
When YouTube first started, I remember people was like, "Yo, what's YouTube?" I was like, "What? You don't know YouTube?"
Yo, Sean had his first video on YouTube.
First YouTube channel that I deleted by accident a long time ago. My first YouTube channel, and I had that one since it first started. So I was hip with the YouTube early.
You were ahead of the game.
Ahead of the game.
Been doing music for how many years now?
I don't know. A long time.
I've heard tracks from when you was like 14.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
15.
Yeah, I've been doing this forever. Yeah. I love music. I'll never be able to stop doing music, I don't think. You have to have inspiration to do it. I get inspired by the weirdest things, but when it comes, it's like, oh man, I gotta write something. Like, that's how I do it. But now I look at music different. I don't look at it the same I used to when I was like 14, 15.
So how do you look at it differently?
I look at music as not like something that I have to like make tons of money off of, just like music. I look at it as a way to introduce people into who I am and what I do overall, like what I do. Because music is just one aspect of my life. It's not like, it doesn't define like who I really am. So I feel like, music is a great way to draw people in so that they could be somewhat interested in whatever I got going on, whether that's buying clothes, renting my space.
Right.
Maybe they want to build with me because they think I know something that they don't know. Whatever. Right. It'll start a conversation. It's a conversation starter. Not to mention, some of my videos get banned from YouTube, so I don't know. Maybe it'll land me a movie deal or something.
A lot of his videos get banned from YouTube, and
yeah, so I think it's a good way for people to just get introduced into whatever it is I do, because there's many different like moving parts to what I do. So that's just one aspect.
So can I ask you a question?
Yes. What
is the Fez dealer and Sean De Niro the same person? And
yes.
And what makes them different? And for everybody who doesn't know, Sean De Niro is his rap name.
It's my artist name.
That's your artist name, right? And the Fez dealer.
That's my business name.
All right. So are they one and the same?
Well, they are, because it's like having a nickname. You know what I'm saying? People call you Zeta Lisa or Z. That's the same person.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But you pick and choose, or not pick and choose, but you have certain people that know you for certain names.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people only know me as Sean De Niro.
I know, that's interesting.
Some people don't know me as the Fez dealer. Some people know me as the Fez dealer. They don't even know I
my
do
music. Right.
So it's like, I look at it as just being like a nickname type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I got many names. I go to Morocco, some people call me Abu Nazir.
Yes.
In Iraq, they call me Abu Nazir. So.
And let everybody know what Abu Nazir means, because I think it's interesting.
So when I was on a deployment to Iraq, when I got deployed as a Marine to Iraq, I had Iraqi friends that was like translators that they worked for the government. So they worked with us. And once they found out I had a son, and that my son, because I'm in an Islamic country, so once they found out that I named my son an Islamic name like Nazir, because Nazir comes from the Quran, they was like fascinated by that. So they just started calling me Abu Nazir, and I was like, yo, what is that? What does that mean? And it just means the father of Nazir, because Abu means like father or dad.
Nice.
Yeah, in some Islamic countries. But yeah.
That's beautiful. And it's so true. Like when we went to Morocco, there was people screaming like Abu Nazir.
Yeah. Abu Nazir, Abu Nazir. So it's like I got names, I got different AKAs. That doesn't, I'm still the same person, you know what I'm saying? But certain people know me for different names. Some people might know me as all of them. You know me as all of them. So,
and some people may know you may think that's like your alter ego. You know how women have alter egos?
Like Nicki Minaj and Roman. Like I'm stuff.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Or
you know,
Eminem, Slim Shady, whatever. Yeah.
Beyonce, what's her alter ego again?
I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna come to me.
Yeah,
but yeah, she has an alter ego too. Sasha Fierce.
Sasha Fierce. Man, how could you forget the queens?
Queen B, I apologize. Yes, Sasha Fierce. And what they mean by that though is like in your life, you have to play different roles.
Yeah.
You know, you have to wear different hats. And I know that the Zeta Lisa that I am here on this camera is not the Zeta Lisa that I am at corporate America.
Yeah.
Because that person is still very loud and colorful, but also political.
Right.
So it's different. I feel like I can be my truest self as Zeta Lisa.
Yeah.
And in corporate America, like Zeta Lisa has to be super filtered. And that's hard for somebody like me, you know, but what one of the things that I felt like in 2023 that I was gonna do, and you know, people have all their misconceptions about like new year, new me, but I think every year you should be striving to be a better person because you don't know how many years left you have on this world. So I think it's absolutely necessary for growth, right? And so for me, one of the things that I felt like I wanted to do in 2023 was try to be my most authentic self even at work.
Right.
Because I feel like the Zeta Lisa that I am now, even though I'm raw and unfiltered and whatever, but I'm still like a good person. I'm still a hard worker. I'm still a hustler. I'm still a grinder. Those are all the things I am there too.
Right.
But I feel like I may have to diminish myself a little bit more because I don't want to be too loud. I don't want to be the loudest person in the room. You know, so I do like diminish myself. So I definitely made it one of my New Year's resolutions to be myself in all aspects of my life because that's when I'm most happiest.
That's right. Amen.
And I know you have spoke a lot about that. Is like forever you wanted to be an entrepreneur. Forever you've been like, be yourself. You were tired of conforming. You were tired of being like, you were like, yo, I'd rather put all that energy, all of that stress that you deal with in a job, I'd rather put that into my own brand, my own business. And I think that's really what inspired Fez Dealer.
Yep, absolutely. Because I hate working with other people. Ain't nothing worse than waking up in the morning and having to go clock in.
But it's something that if necessary, you have to do.
Right.
You know, I think that there's a lot of people who like, yo, I don't want to do that. All right, so if you don't want to do that, right, you don't want to work for the man, what are you doing in your life right now? What are you sacrificing in your life right now so that you don't have to do that?
Right.
Because a lot of people just, they want it, but they're not willing to put in the work.
We sacrificed all our weekends.
We sacrifice time.
For a whole year.
Yes, it's going to be a year. February 19th.
We
1 year in the store.
Our weekends, a whole year. Even prior to opening the store. Because we were still doing like pop-up shops with merch tables. So that was a whole like year of grinding, doing that, building up a fan base, a brand, and starting an online presence, and then having, you know, the resources to open up a brick and mortar shop. And then forget about it. Now all your time, all your free time is done and goes to the store.
Because now
or to the business.
The clock starts and the clock don't stop here.
Yeah.
So it's like every minute of the day that you're not trying to hustle, reinvent yourself, see how you can make money, different ways of money. That is something too that I feel like is important in business that a lot of people don't talk about.
Different ways of getting passive income.
You have to have different, if you want to be a millionaire, you see these people on YouTube, yo, come, whatever. No, it's true. Yeah. And I'm not even gonna lie, I've been jumping on those too. You know, you wanna be knowledgeable, but they have different ways to get money.
Yeah.
The people the people who are living check to check, and the people, because people are living check to check and they have multiple incomes. Right. You know what I mean? So I can't even imagine the person who's just living off of one paycheck.
Right.
It is not going to suffice in this economy.
Not anymore, no.
It is not.
Not
if you guys don't know, or you haven't been watching the news, or maybe you're just an Instagram person, if you don't know, we are in a real recession.
Yeah. They don't really use those words anymore, but the studies and, you know, all of the
it's a fact though.
It's saying
milk is how many eggs?
Yeah, I just seen a farmer in Canada talking about how they regulate how much milk he gets to produce a year, so he ends up like having to throw away like mad liters of milk. And like he was like, yo, I just wanted to show you guys so that And I was like, what a waste.
Yo, my daughter already has, she drinks like maybe 3 gallons of milk a week. He can throw that shit over here.
You can send me like 10 gallons
a
week,
please. I'm a milk person. I like milk. I know it's not the most healthiest
thing. He throws away mad liters a year. I was like, wow, that's insane. So yeah, we in a real recession crisis, because even the eggs is astronomical. Milk, eggs, all the dairy stuff is like crazy.
I know the biggest topic of this discussion amongst everybody and amongst friends and y'all friends too, so we can talk about this here, is like, yo, how much money are you paying on groceries? If I could tell you how many girls that, like, out of my girls that I fuck with, that been like, yo, so how much you pay groceries a week? Like, this is a real running topic amongst women and in general. That's like the normal conversation that's happening.
Yeah. How much did your grocery bill go up? Yo.
There's sometimes that grocery bills can be looking like car payments.
I know, man. I know.
And it's not even going as far as it used to. So this is why we bring you back to entrepreneurship, because you have to have different ways to get money.
Yeah.
There has to be several ways that you making money. It cannot just be one thing, because at this point you're not going to be able to manage. You're not going to be able to live the type of life or lifestyle that you want. Kind of always building on different ways to get money. Like, there isn't one way that we feel like, because you never know what's gonna pop.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You gotta try different things.
And with this store, we'll be completely honest, like, this was made solely for us to do content.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't come into this with the notion that this was gonna be like in a like a space where we can, you know, kind of throw events, like, we didn't have that in mind. It just turned into that because people were really digging it. People were asking questions about how much was it, you know, for them to throw an event here or whatever. And it's like, wow, like, something that you kind of put together, something that you created can really go far, and you don't even know it. You don't even expect it to.
Yeah.
Right?
I learned that with music though early, because something that I could think is like, oh man, I don't really like the way that sounds. It could be the best song to somebody.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Don't ever, like, you know, judge yourself. You know, we're our worst critics when it comes to, like, whatever it is that you do creatively. You know, never think like, oh, you know, I don't like that or whatever, because you never know what's gonna stick to somebody.
And I think that's so dope, because one thing that you can get from Casa de Fez, one thing that you could get from Zeta Lisa or the Fez dealer, is that, yo, be confident in yourself. Whatever you're doing, be confident, because people can smell when someone is not confident. And the confident people, those are the people who go the furthest, because everybody wants somebody that they feel like that can lead them. You know, I like to say a lot of times, like, I don't like being a leader, but it's something that, you know, comes naturally. So you have to be confident in yourself, in your capabilities, and whatever your craft is, in order for you to kind of start a business.
Absolutely. And on that note, guys, we got to get out of here, because we have some business to tend to, but it's been wonderful building with you, and we appreciate it. But, you know, check us out, Casa de Fez. Shoot us a DM if you're looking to rent a space, if you looking to rent some party rentals, tables, chairs, anything. Like I said before, we will have the capability to do DTG. We're doing vinyl right now, so this type of you know, merch, vinyl we can do, but DTG.
Coming to a theater near you, we're going to be able to do this for you guys, so keep us in mind. Don't forget to check out our website, fezdealer.com, for anything that you may like. And like I said, we also have our event space up there, so you can check out the room yourself, see if you like it or anybody that you know likes it. We appreciate the love. We love you guys, and if you haven't subscribed, you haven't followed, please do so. And we'll check you guys out in the next video.
Peace.